11/24/2010 sports blog. Now to start off with MLB news, Brian Cashman asked Derek Jeter to test the market, or free agency market, but they really want him to stay. They're trying to see if Derek Jeter can see if any team is willing to pay him over $45 million for more than 3 years, so they're trying to see about that. Yesterday, I forgot to mention, the Tigers signed Victor Martinez for $50 million, so they have a new catcher, but they're trying to fit him into the DH position. The Giants also re-signed Aubrey Huff to a $22 million contract. Aubrey Huff was one of the main reasons why the Giants went to the World Series and to the playoffs. The Cliff Lee offer I actually mentioned yesterday was actually $140 million, but then a lot of sports sites are saying that it's not true. Like I said in my other video, it's a rumor. And some sports sites are saying that the Yankees never even offered Cliff Lee anything. So we'll have to see about that later on. Now I'm going to talk about NBA news. Jerry Stackhouse is off of the Heat. They waived him and they replaced him with Eric Dampier. I know Eric Dampier is a different position from Jerry Stackhouse, but I mean, Jerry Stackhouse is out, Eric Dampier is in. They signed Eric Dampier for 1 year, the Heat. And staying on the Heat, Phil Jackson said he senses a coaching change if the Heat continue to lose, because the Heat are not doing well. Well, they're a little shaky, kind of. And Phil Jackson's saying that Eric Spoelstra might be fired, and Pat Riley might take over, or someone else might take over. Who knows? And pertaining to the Heat for tonight, Vince Carter is going to be out for tonight's Heat game. Vince Carter, of course, is on the Magic, but it's going to be good for the Heat because Vince Carter is a main star on the Magic. And these are last night's games. Cleveland at Indiana. Indiana picks up the win over there, 100-89. Atlanta at the Prudential Center, or in Newark. New Jersey picks up the win against Atlanta, 107-101. Washington picks up the win in Washington, 116-114 against Philly. Detroit picks up the loss in Dallas, 88-84. Chicago loses at the Staples Center to the Lakers, 98-91. Now I'm going to talk about the Knicks at Bobcats. But first, some highlights from last night's interesting game from NBA.com.
The New York Knicks closed out their road trip by winning 3 games in a row. They're back home tonight taking on the Charlotte Bobcats. And do Raymond Felton's old teammates love him? That's Gerald Wallace nearly tackling him on the floor before the game. Second quarter action, and Tony Douglas backs up Raymond Felton in New York, and he had himself a heck of a game. 8 of 12 from the field. The Knicks up 36-28. They led it by 11 at halftime. Third quarter, it's Danilo Gallinari. He's got some ball handling skills, works his way into the paint and shares with Rony Turioff inside for the jam. Turioff, perfect night, 6 of 6 from the field. Later in the third, it's Raymond Felton doing it on his own against his old squad, just pulling on a three-pointer. He had 16 points, and the Knicks go in front 71-58. Later in the third, nice ball movement by the Knicks. Rony Turioff outside to Tony Douglas, and the Turioff to Douglas combination works. The Knicks up 79-65. They're in control. We take you to the fourth quarter, and back come the Bobcats. DJ Augustine, nice dribbling inside. He gets the layup on that play and one. That cuts the lead down to 91-87. Augustine had a game-high 24. There's a jump shot for you, 10 of 18 from the field. The lead down to 3, 94-91. Then Gerald Wallace gets the ball poked away. Raymond Felton on the run out. He misses the layup, but it's a friendly miss because Landry Fields there for the rebound throw, down 14 points for the rookie from Stanford, 98-91. Knicks in control, but Steven Jackson right down the baseline. He had 18. That cuts the lead down to 6. Then inside, Amari Stoudemire is rejected. The Bobcats running out the other way, and look who's open. It's Steven Jackson, 2 of 6 from range on the night, but he hits them when they count. 104-101. The Knicks up. Then Gerald Wallace. The Bobcats looking good, driving for the layup. Wallace had 20 points and 8 boards. The Knicks lead all all the way down to 1 with less than a minute to go. Amari Stoudemire, you saw his shot blocked earlier, this time inside. No stopping that one. 17 points, 7 boards. Knicks back in front by 3, 106-103. Steven Jackson, he's not afraid to take a shot. Steven Jackson inside on Danilo Gallinari. That cuts the lead back down to 1 after a pair of Gallinari free throws. Well, Steven Jackson misses this time, but there's Gerald Wallace with the putback. Later, Raymond Felton made 2 free throws. So the lead 3 again. Steven Jackson misses, and finally, the Knicks bring home the victory. Final score, 110-107. The Knicks 7-8 now in the season, 1 game shy of that 500 mark.
Now, the video doesn't mention that Gallo had 15 points and Steven Jackson added 18 points for their respective teams. The keys to this game was 96% from the free throw line for the Knicks compared to the Bobcats' 72.2%. The Knicks, again, were driving to the basket. They weren't settling for the 3. And also, the Knicks shot 52.1% from the field goal, from the field. And the Bobcats shot 48.9% from the field. And it was good. The Knicks also had ball movement. Like I said in the previous videos, the Knicks are acting like a cohesive unit. Or basically, they're acting like a team. So, ball movement is a main key in these few games. And hopefully, they're going to do it tonight against the Bobcats, again at Charlotte, before Thanksgiving. So, you have to look out for that game. But this is the BX Baller, 11/24/2010 Sports Blog, signing out.